Well, hello and welcome. So today I'd like to go over some of my paint markers and really just talk about what it is that I think they're just incredible. I really like Posco. Posco paint markers are just one of the many brands that are available to you. There's a whole bunch of them. So Posco is they have a real wide range of nibs. So this one here, it tells you something about Posco that's really nice. Is they all have the size of the nib written down on it. So this is a bullet shaped nib. You can see here the tip and just how well they write. Definitely you want to shake them up. I've been using mine so they're all shook up, but you want to shake them up really good, which is, a lot of fun. And then you can pop them off like this, which is also, watch this. Oh yeah. Two! Oh, I got some good distance on that one. And way over there. All right, anyhow. So yeah, you want to shake them up really good because otherwise it'll start coming out pretty runny. And that's no good. You don't want a runny marker. But it just is such a incredible coverage. They really are just a neat marker. And the fun thing about it is you can use them anywhere. Honestly, I go skateboarding and use them while I'm skateboarding all the time. So I'll be holding on to something and skateboarding around. So I kind of decided, because I do long distances and sometimes I'll be coming home from work or whatever. And so it's like, well, what do I want to be doing when I get home? Well, I want to be painting. And so yeah, it's a kind of a clever way of getting started painting early. So I can come up with a cool design on the way home, and then when I get home I can bust out some bigger paints if I want, or whatever. So I may not have the color that I need while I'm out, but yeah, it's just such a unique, fun way to paint. And there's no cleanup, there's no it's just, yeah, there's just so you're just ready to paint. That's it. And that's such a cool freaking thing. I just couldn't say enough. So today I have been doing some wood burning, combination of wood burning and painting. So this is a coaster that this is a pretty popular rapper. I don't know if he was popular or not, but he just passed recently in last year or so. It's kind of sad, but that's a tribute to him. MF Doom, a really very talented artist, and I just love him so much. I cannot advocate him enough. And this is a piece that I did here, a little wood burning, and then I'm going over it and painting it. And I'm using my paint markers. I have tons of paint and I have all sorts of other stuff, but man, the paint markers are just so much fun. And you can see here, I got all these different brands. So there's a Painter's brand, which is also a very nice brand. One thing I like about the Painter's brand is they all have a nice description of what they are, which is it's kind of unique. Some of them just don't tell you, which is a pain in the butt. So this says it's a pink rosa, or it has it in Spanish as well. That's really neat. Then you got your Posco brand, which is just fan-frickin-tastic. Like the way that these nibs work is just, it really is incredible. I mean, just look at the precision. It is something else. So we're just gonna fill in this little space here. And yeah, it just really makes you happy because you can do such a small, tight little area with such accuracy. Like, look, I'll do this little triangle in here. Truly, truly impressive. So I got those there. These two, Painters and Posco, both really nice brands. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna set this up here real quick, but. So you've got Posco, Painters. What else we got here? We got Deco. Deco Art is also a nice brand. They have quite a selection of colors. Some of them are just really limited in the amount of colors that they have, which is unfortunate. But there's a will, there's a way. You can find other brands. So then you got your Molotow. This. Ooh-wee, they're not cheap, I'll tell you. These are $10 a pop, some of them. But this also has just incredible coverage. I don't know how wide of a range they have on their nibs, but really a sweet marker. I mean, such a nice paint. So we'll go ahead and go back to this little rock here and color in one of these little spots. So like I said, most of my paint markers are shook up already and they have a good amount of coverage or whatever. The consistency is good, but if you don't shake it enough, the paint will be really thin, and so sometimes you'll push down on it and it'll just erupt and it'll get paint everywhere and it can create a real problem. So definitely want to make sure you shake up your pens really good. But definitely it's a fun way to paint, because it's just this easy way to get everything ready. You don't have to have your water and your brushes and all that stuff. Like, you know, think about how much time it takes to get all of that other stuff ready, and you got to wash off the brushes and you get paint all over your hands, and yeah, it's just I'm not poo-pooing actual painting either. It's definitely it's just another option. The paint markers are, and so this brand here, these were incredibly cheap, but still very effective. Check it out. These are all some of the rocks that I've been painting. So I painted this while I was skateboarding. So holding on to it with one hand, I mean, you can see like my little muscles here just flexed holding it, because it is not light. Must weigh 15 pounds. And yeah, but still, how cool is that? So this rock here I found while I was out fishing with a buddy. He was fishing and I just grabbed a rock and started painting. And like, how cool, you know? You can just have a few paint markers in your pocket or in your backpack or in your car, in the glove box, wherever, and you're ready to paint anywhere you go. And I think that is such like a highlight in my opinion, like just to be able to do that. So these right here, I think the acrylic paint markers, it's kind of just a generic brand, but 16 markers, and I think I got them for $12 or something like that. So I went ahead and bought two of the, I've actually bought 3 now, because the ones that I already have out there, this one here, that one there, these Posco markers, these are definitely, so, you know, what do we got? How many are in there? 16, and these are so much smaller. So 16 Posco markers are $54, and 16 of these, I think it was $12. So, like, originally they wanted 30 bucks, but these were discounted. So, I mean, you know, you get what you pay for, though. Those nibs on those Posco markers are just mwah. That's what I say. They're just mwah. So this is also what I did with paint markers. Yeah, and the back is like just I took the actual tubes of paint and I used these acrylic paints, and they're really a cheap paint, super cheap. I think this whole thing here cost $6, but it's weird. It has like a plasticky look to it. There's not really much that I mixed, but when you mix 2 of them together, they really shine with this like funky little plasticky look. Trying to see if I got a painting out of with it. I got quite a few paintings up on my walls here, but none of them are done with that paint. Anyhow, these paint markers, I'm telling you guys, are just such a cool way to paint. It's just a fun, really, and there's so many different kinds. So Bic made some, the intensity. One thing about these is that no matter how much you shake it, if you push down a little bit while you're painting it, it explodes and gets paint everywhere, and it really upsets me. It's like, dude, come on, make your markers better, dude. Let's see here. So this is another option from Posco. It's a brush, and how cool is that? So you push this little button and it leaks a little bit of paint into there, and it's a freaking brush. Like, how neat. Super neat. Let's go back to our rock here and give him some eyelashes. Doop 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 boop doop doop doo boop 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 doop doop boom 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 ba doom boom boom ba doom boom. So that's another option you got there with Posco. And I think that's one thing that I really enjoy about Posco. It's just there's many different styles and sizes of nibs. So this is a oil-based Sharpie marker, and I am not a fan. I don't like it at all. It freaking always is light. Like, it's never like a solid coverage. It's just not not a good marker, and they're expensive, and it's this particular, the white, like really just do not care for it. I think like the pink and the other colors, they're all right. Like this one here, that's done with the Sharpie markers, and it turned out pretty cool. But I've actually gone over it with other markers, so it's hard to say. Hard to say. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those. Honestly, these cheap markers, the acrylics, probably better than the Sharpie brand, honestly. So too bad, just didn't hold up to the snuff. This is just a random brand that I got at Sportsman's Warehouse, but they're pretty cool. It's for doing sights in a gun or in a bow and arrow or something. And they're really, really bright. Like there's a chartreuse, which is like a neon green, and then there's a pink or something like that. So very limited in the selection, but pretty damn good in the coverage, which that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for nice coverage. This is another of the Posco brand, but this is one of their fine tips. And look at that sucker. Like that is awesome. And it works great. Like the coverage is wonderful. You literally just, it's like writing with a white colored pen, but it's paint, and that's so much fun. Like I know I keep saying it, but I just love these little paint markers. Like you could just paint everything, anything, everywhere, all the time. I've painted my shoes, my skateboard, my sunglasses, like just everything. Why the heck not? It's cool. I've painted my shirt. Like, check this sucker out. So this is a painting of me. I like to say it's a painting of me, by me, on me. It turned out pretty dang cool if I say so myself. I shaved my beard since, but yeah, there's a video of me going on right here of doing some wood burning and such and such. So this is a wood box that I did with the paint markers as well. Some of it's paint markers, some of it's actually with the brush, but I did wood burning first and then went over it and painted it, and definitely turned out pretty cool, pretty unique, pretty fun. It's called a hope box. So I put a light inside of it, and then it's intended for like a couple, and so when they'll turn the light on and put a note in here, and it lets their significant other know that there's a note inside of it. And yeah, definitely something fun and unique. So it's got these little like faces going on here, a couple of tanks. It's got Superman, Batman, a cool little bird in the back, and then some mushrooms when you open it up. And yeah, definitely fun and unique. And yeah, I give most of the props to these paint markers, though, I'm telling you. So what else we got here? We got these glitter pins made by a pretty random brand. Glitter paint. I don't even know what it says. Palettes. Escarca. I don't know. Oh, it's Deco Art. Deco Art's a really good brand as well. Deco makes... Where's another Deco? They make these right here. Oh, these are great. Just wonderful coverage. And that's really, like I said, that's what I'm looking for. Sometimes the fine tip nib is what I need, but just a good coverage is really nice. It's hard to find. Yeah, but this is such a great coverage. So nice quality paint and good coverage. It's top notch, top notch. And what else we got up in here? These are for fabric, which I've used everything for fabric, and these work. They're acceptable, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's better or worse than anything. They're just all right. And another Deco Art. These are for glass, which I was telling you, you can use any of them for glass, and they work great. But these are cool because you can see through it a little bit, and so I like that. So if you wanted, I've been making these candles, and when you use those Deco Art, or the glass ones, you can see through it. So there's a candle inside of it, and you light that up, and it illuminates through it. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. All right, I'm going to cut her off there, but that's just, I wanted to talk about these paint markers, and they're high quality, just a ton of fun. Like you can use them anywhere and anytime, and how neat is that, So I couldn't advocate it more. I think, I don't know how, but I think I want to push those Posco paint markers, because like maybe become like a sponsor or sponsored by. Yeah, because I love them and they're so cool and you can use them anywhere. And it's just really neat. So, all right, y'all. My name's Elijah Lowell. I'm an artist out of Washington State, Kennewick, Washington, baby. And it's a wonderful place, and wonderful time to be alive. I hope everybody's doing something nice for themselves, because it's very important. So, stay cool, y'all. Peace out. Go like this. Three, two, and a one. Peace.